Yeah, ba-da-ba-doo. It's Friday. Yeah, Friday the 8th of May, just about 9 o'clock. How you doing? Yes, of course, it's Chris B out on my morning walk, just going down to Bournemouth Beach. But I thought I'd just stop off sit down in my favourite shelter. Well, it's changed over the past month or two because it has been tagged by every graffiti artist there is locally. The Pool Massive. Oh dear, yeah. Like I said, this lovely shelter. You can sit down and watch the waves, and the sea has been completely tagged and destroyed again, which is sad really, but I don't know. I suppose youngsters have got to find something to do. But yeah, there's these memorial benches everywhere, and this one says Edward Oliver Johnson, 1906, 1993, for all to enjoy as he did. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting myself a bench. I'd like to design my own. Oh yeah, funny. Well, funny, a little bit sad. Funny, you see, there's these benches. There's the memorial benches all the way along this coastline that I imagine you pay to put your name on. I haven't actually properly looked into it, but very often you see a little bunch of flowers put by them. Obviously, that's from a family member remembering their past loved ones. And I never actually see the flowers, just seem to appear every now and again. You think, oh, how wonderful. There's actually one on the pier that for four local surfers that have actually lost their lives, young lads that went out doing what they love to do. But yesterday, as I just finished doing my blog, and I was just walking past Boscombe Pier, and there was this little older gentleman, saying older gentleman, I suppose I'm an old gentleman now, but he was a bit like this, but he was holding a little bunch of yellow and pink and red flowers in his hands like that, looking really sad. And he walked onto the pier. I took a picture of him. I was going to go and ask him and say good morning, and have a chat with him, but I didn't think I'd interfere with his peace and his thoughts. But he was obviously going to set down, excuse me, going to attach his little bunch of flowers to one of these memorial benches to either his wife or a loved one. It brought a little bit of a tear to my eye. We don't realise what we've got with our loved ones and our friends and family while they're here, and then one day they're not. Yeah, every bench has a name attached to them. Anyway, yeah, it's all a little bit morbid, that, sorry, but it just brought a tear to my eye. Feeling good, feeling happy, feeling strong, yeah, feeling happy. The happiness hunter, that's what I'm calling myself. I'm out there looking for happiness. Strangely, last night, a very well-known male celebrity was being interviewed on telly. I won't say who he was, but he was asked about happiness, and he said, I don't even look for happiness anymore, more just purpose. And I thought, how sad. He's not even really, doesn't even expect to get happiness. Happiness isn't going to happen. He's so busy, he's not really. What a waste not to actually. So that's what a lot of people have done. They're so intent on getting everything that they want and all these things they need to do and having the purpose to do everything. They don't even feel content and happy at the end of the day. And that's what happiness is, as I said from yesterday's blog. 50% of your happiness comes from genetics. So the likelihood, if your parents were miserable sods, so you'll be a miserable sod. 10% of your happiness comes from all the stuff that you're working so hard to get, and 40% is from your mindset, which you have 100% control over. But a lot of people misconstrued fun and excitement for happiness. You might feel happy, it might release endorphins as you're having fun. You're having fun. Hey, you're out there at a party. Hey, hey, let's have another pond. Let's have a slammer. Let's have a tequila slammer. Yeah, champagne, champagne. Fast cars. Let's get in this car, drive it fast, round a track at 150 mile an hour. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've sat in the VIP lounges. Yeah, oh, yeah. I've driven fast cars. I've been there, seen it, done it, if you want. Yeah. But once you get out your car and once you come home from your club and then you're laying in your bed, and that's when you know whether you're happy or not, whether you feel content, because that's what happens when you're on your own. The rest is fun. There's a big difference between fun and excitement and happiness. Happiness is what is left when the fun and the excitement has gone. So that's why a lot of people become adrenaline junkies, because they can't find peace when they're alone. Well, it's a little bit windy, so I won't do too much on the beach because it will mess up the mic. And I've got to get a proper mic. I've got to get the right equipment, haven't I? There's the train there. Train just poking himself out there, out of his little home. A bit like Thomas the Tank Engine. How wonderful. Anyway, whatever you're doing out there, get out there, have a wonderful day, and remember, fun and excitement isn't happiness. Happiness is when you're there on your own, feeling content and feeling happy with your life. Have an amazing day. See you soon.